Right, hello, this is going to be a fairly short blog, I hopefully, a fairly short one. I don't want to really go on too much about this, but, YouTube. Yes, I know, I upload videos on YouTube, and I love YouTube for watching old TV programs and clips, and I really do. And I really would love it if people out there had uploaded like most of the episodes of Byker Grove, because I watched an episode the other night and it took me back. I absolutely did really get taken back by that, because I absolutely love Byker Grove and Grange, two of my old favourites that I used to adore watching every week when they were on. And it really does take me back quite a Grove, and looking at some of the old cast members and that. And there's a couple of cast members, I can't remember what the name was in Grange and Byker Grove, but they didn't half look good. You know, one in Grange series, I know it's on series 9. She's in series 9 anyway, so she would have been in a couple of series before that. And then the one in Byker Grove, it was when, remember Spuggy? Spuggy? Yeah. Start thinking about putting my, my Geordie accent on, you know. Byker Grove, man. Aye. You remember going to Byker Grove? With Ant and Deck. And it actually threw me when I watched this episode of Byker Grove, because I didn't know that Denise Welch was in it. My God, I can't remember ever being in it. And she played a lot of characters over the years in various things, and I think it's you know, what it's about. And I'm thinking to myself, my God, this is like amazing, isn't it, to watch somebody who you've seen a few times on TV now, like when you watch, well, I don't watch Waterloo Road, but when people watch that programme and lose women and see her, basically, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I remember in Coronation Street, I remember, you know, that kind of thing, but didn't really know her from like years ago, talking roughly early 90s, late 80s possible, when she was actually in Byker Grove, man. Byker Grove, aye. Yeah, putting my stupid Geordie accent on, which I'm sure will get a lot of comments, maybe. And you know, it's quite interesting to watch, you know. And the divided thing about Grange and Byker Grove was the actual north and south divider until Grange actually did move to Liverpool, sadly. Yes, I don't know what, I think it's something to do with Phil Redmond, because he had this thing, but there was a fairly lot of writers in Grange. I mean, just like many programmes, it's quite strange to imagine that a writer can write an episode, but yet it carries on from, you know, that's very interesting, because you probably get some writer who writes an episode and thinks, I've got the perfect idea to carry that episode on, and yet the next episode could be written by somebody completely different, and you have to carry on what, you know. But it's interesting. And you know, Grange was set in London, but sadly it did, in the last 2-3 series before ending, sadly it did move to Liverpool. Must have been Phil Redmond's idea, because obviously he's got his company up there who has produced some of the great programmes of our time, Hollyoaks and the Brookside, which I should do a blog about, and that really takes me back. Probably arguably the greatest soap that we've ever had in this country. It's the only soap where they've got great storylines. Kill somebody, bury them under the patio, and you'll be fine. Alright? Never ceases to amaze me. And the characters, well, there was some brilliant characters. I mean, Jimmy Corkill, for one, and so on. So it takes me back. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little bit of an insight from TV programs and things about on the old YouTube wave, TV gold, as I like to call it, because it's great TV programs over the years, and plus everybody has, and I believe a lot of people have grown up with programs like Grange, because it's one of them programs that are accessible to young and old. I mean, so many different age groups would remember it. Do you see what I mean? Like when Grange first started, and the likes of Tucker Jenkins was in it, you would imagine what it's like to put that on TV. But the kids of that time would watch it, so they would watch their like few series or whatever amount of series before thinking, it's a little bit, you know, and it goes with the times, you know, you feel what I mean? Kids grow up and the new series develop and they often watch, you know, because kids are going to say, well, Grange, you know, they're going to have different time slots. I mean, I'm 29, so I could have said, depending on when I was a teenager, I would be like, if I'm imagining watching, if Grange would be the average age of, say, a 10 to 16 year old, let's just imagine that it's a 10 to 16 year old Democrat that's watching Grange, then, because it is based on secondary school, then I'm thinking to myself, 1990 would have been roughly the year that I would have sat and watched an episode. My years. Sadly, that was after the golden period when we had people like well, Tucker Jenkins, and we had Zamo and things like Roland Browning and that. So I don't remember much about the early 90s when it comes to Grange Hill, sadly. I think Michelle Gale was in it, and Sean Maguire, great actor, before he moved on to bigger and better things, and obviously gone off to Hollywood and things like that. So yeah, just a little bit I wanted to talk about TV Gold and things like that. So reminiscing about the old days, and would love it if somebody actually did upload loads and loads of the old episodes of Byker Grove, because I would love to watch them all again, or even put them on TV would be perfect for some old TV channel. You know, I'm sure something like Gold or something like that, or whatever. Maybe even if Nickelodeon had the rights to it, you know. Bring back Byker Grove and put it back. You know, we want to watch all the old episodes, get them back on TV. So, yeah, that's it for now. So, ciao!